settlement resolution through a third party or something along those lines. Go ahead and talk to me, Mr. Ray.
Yep. So we haven't been able to resolve it. I think the last communication was just before we filed the motion. And we haven't had any communication since. We generally do get these resolved. But as of today, we just haven't been able to come to a resolution.
So when is the last time you're thinking that you spoke to Mr. Matt and Mr. Langston? Because he's usually here.
Yeah, because the company that they work with, National Debt Relief, we work with a couple attorneys. So it looks like it might have been right just at the end of January was the last communication we had with this settlement, the debt settlement company. I don't see anything since, especially after we filed the motion.
All right. So I wouldn't want to, given the posture of the case, at least I wouldn't want to go ahead and move on the motion now when I know that they usually appear. So maybe I'll set it out just a couple of weeks and give another notice and see if we can get the attorneys in here. And of course, if they don't appear on the next occasion, then I'll just rule on the motion without the presence. So let me go ahead and set it over, council. Yep. Well, I put it for the 15th of April. So 4:15 at 9:45. 4:15 at 9:45. In front of me, I'm a judge. This was a magistrate hearing. The only reason that is because it's in the next stage, the enforcement of the subpoena, the enforcement to collect the judgment. That's the only reason it's in front of me. I don't see the other side here today. They issued, they had a subpoena issue, and they were requesting information such as bank statements, proof of material purchase, deeds, lease agreements, title for vehicles. Because again, they're at the place now where they have the right to collect on that judgment that's been in over a year ago. So that's the status of the case. If you believe that there is something that you have a right to do in terms of trying to get it set aside, you have to file various motions to try and make that happen. Otherwise, that's what the effort is here. The effort is to collect the judgment. All right. So given that the plaintiff is not here on the subpoena today, then I will at this time dismiss the subpoena. But I suspect that they'll file another one because they want to collect the money that they have a judgment. So that's the status of things. At least you know that much about it, right? So I wish you well.
No eating, sleeping, talking, up to or reading material. Thank you.
Thank you. This is case number 165 285. This is Credit Acceptance Corporation versus Unique Robinson. The matter is before the court. Sit on for a first hearing. This is a status conference. Your appearance for credit acceptance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nobjat Francis on behalf of Plaintiff's Attorney of Record.
All right, thank you, Ms. Francis. Good morning to you. I'm looking for Unique Robinson. Say something if you're there.
I'm here.
All right, good morning to you, Ms. Robinson. Madam Counsel, the parties had an opportunity to talk about this. I did read the letter that triggered this hearing. The defendant did not appear to be indicating any disagreement, just that there was she is not working at this time and did have any source of income. Madam Counsel.
We did work something out, Your Honor. Defendant is now working. So we've agreed to a consent judgment with defendant paying $200 bi-weekly beginning April 11th and every bi-weekly thereafter. Defendant is also giving plaintiff permission to sign that consent judgment to submit it to the court, Your Honor.
Right, and the judgment then would enter for the 65, 63, 78 plus court costs in this matter. Is that correct, counsel?
That's correct, Your Honor. The total amount of the judgment, would be $6,745.22.
All right. And Ms. Robinson, you agree to the entry of a consent judgment in this matter with a payment agreement of $200 twice a month, every 2 weeks in this matter?
Yes.
All right, I have taken those notes, and I know that there was an agreement to allow the plaintiff to sign off on this and present it to the court. And I will sign it once it's presented to me, as long as it has the same language that the parties agreed to. So I wish both sides well. I wish you all well, Ms. Robinson. Good day to you.
Thank you, Judge.
The court now calls case number 2417-0437. This is Rodnick Chiropractic versus Nationwide Mutual Fire Insurance. The matter is before the court set for status conference. This is the first hearing regarding this matter. Do I have counsel for Rodnick on the Zoom? Say something if you're there.
Your Honor, I apologize. This is Mr. Fortner's assistant. He is in front of Judge Jones Coleman as of right now. He'll be over here shortly.
Right, thank you for that update. Do I have counsel for Nationwide? All right, I'll come back to that matter momentarily. All right, this is 24, Mr. Snyder, and good day to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The court now calls case number 24-53426. This is Citibank versus Rashida Taylor, also known as Rashida Miles. The matter is before the court, set on for a hearing on a motion for summary disposition. I know that the parties at previous times have appeared before the court in an effort to express some efforts afoot that aimed at trying to resolve this. Your appearance for the plaintiff in this matter, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. It's Craig Fay, P81401 on behalf of Citibank.
Thank you, Mr. Fay, and good morning to you, sir. I know that on previous occasions you were here, and Mr. Matthew Langston was here for the defendant in this matter, and there was talk of trying to find a by certified mail, and the court reviewed the matter at that time and determined that there was sufficient service, and that's the basis upon which the default judgment was entered. So the only issue in front of me, it wouldn't even be 24-0072. This is Terrence Jackson versus Homespec Basement Fix. The matter before the court regarding a subpoena that was issued in this matter. Do I have any attorney involved in this matter on this Zoom? Say something if you are an attorney. All right, do I have Terrence Jackson? Do I have anyone from Homespec?
Yes, Your Honor. Brian Snyder from Homespec.
All right, thank you, Mr. Snyder. One moment, I'm looking at my notes here. All right, so the last date of this subpoena, the court allowed for the minutes of subpoena to over to this date, given that on the last occasion, it looks like the defendant did not appear. So tell me what's going on here to the best of your knowledge, sir.
The notes that I have, Your Honor, is that Terrence Jackson signed for purchase of a job. We scheduled the job in-house on 4/1 of 2023. On 5/8.
Stop you on that. Okay. I know I opened before, but I went back too far. The judgment is already entered in this matter. Nothing can be done about that. My question is whether or not the judgment has been satisfied, because this is set on a subpoena hearing because Mr. Jackson had indicated that he had not received payment of the judgment, and that he needed information documents in order to be able to collect this judgment. That's what we are. So anything.
Sorry,
you
Your
can tell
Honor,
me- That's okay.
I wasn't aware that there was a judgment on this.
Oh, yeah, there was, the judgment was entered, just one moment, February 28th, 2024, that judgment was entered, for $2,203.38. And that was entered in front of, one of the magistrates of this court. There was a virtual hearing that was held, a default judgment was entered. So the case was filed back in, January of 2024, for $3,000. The magistrate conducted, the hearing and determined the amount to be $2,203.38. And since that time, the effort in this matter has been to elect judges. So that's where the case is.
Okay, I wasn't aware that we even had a court date back in February of 24.
So that's what has occurred. And let me look on the register of action. The register of action indicates that service was completed by